thank you to Golden Prabhu and family for inviting all of us to Gulen. It's so nice that you have had two sets of devotees, two programs back to back. So enthusiastic. And we are very fortunate to take darshan of Sri Sri Radha Kunjabi Hari. In a few moments, we are now going to sing the nectarian glories of Brajadham. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. We request everyone to please sing and sing with your heart. When you swing their lordships, please swing them with your heart also. And we will just continuously chant until everyone has actually completed the chant. They are swinging also. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan Jaya Radhe Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan Jaya Radhe Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Harindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Maha Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Harindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Maha Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Harindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Maha Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Harindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Maha Shikata Bhamsi Bhata Dwadasakana Jaha Savari Na Koilo Shri Nanda Nanda Shikata Bhamsi Bhata Dwadasakana Jaha Savari Na Koilo Shri Nanda Nanda Shikata Bhamsi Bhata Dwadasakana Jaha Savari Na Koilo Shri Nanda Nanda Shikata Bhamsi Bhata Dwadasakana Jaha Savari Na Koilo Shri Nanda Nanda Shri Nanda Jashoda Jaya Jaya Gopala Shri Damani Jaya Jaya Eduvasana Yashoda Jaya Jaya Gopala Shri Ramani Jaya Jaya Devu Vatsala Shri Nanda Yashoda Jaya Jaya Gopala Shri Ramani Jaya Vrishabhanu Jaya Kirti Das Mai Jaya Paurnamasi Jaya Abhidhana Mai Jaya Vrishabhanu Jaya Kirti Das Mai Jaya Paurnamasi Jaya Abhidhana Mai Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavana Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Madhurya Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavana Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Madhurya Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavana Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Madhurya Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavana Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Madhurya Jaya Rama Bhata Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Bhakti Jata Jaya Rama Bhata Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Bhakti Jata Jaya Rama Bhata Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Bhakti Jata Jaya Rama Bhata Jaya Rohini Nanda Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Bhakti Jata Jaya Vijapati Jaya Naga Kanya Bhakti Teja Hara Bhairo Govinda Chana Jaya Vijapati Jaya Naga Kanya Bhakti Teja Hara Bhairo Jaya Vijapati Jaya Naga Kanya Bhakti Teja Hara Bhairo Govinda Chana Jaya Vijapati Jaya Naga Kanya Bhakti Teja Hara Bhairo Govinda Chana Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Rasa Leela Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Shri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Parakya Bhave Jaha Brajete Brasha Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Parakya Bhave Jaha Brajete Brasha Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Parakya Bhave Jaha Brajete Brasha Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sankirtan Shri Janava Pada Horiya Gita Krishna Dasa Nava Sankirtan Shri Janava Pada Horiya Dina Krishna Dasa Nava Sankirtan Shri Janava Pada Horiya Dina Krishna Dasa Nava Sankirtan Shri Janava Pada Horiya Dina Krishna Dasa Nava Sankirtan Shri Janava Pada Horiya Dina Krishna Dasa Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Vandana Mohan Jayo Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Ramakunda, Radhakunda, Giri Govardhan, Alindi Jamuna, Jaya, Jaya. Giri Jai Vrindavan Bhumi Dham ki Jai. Do we have many more devotees swimming in the room?
Some more Kartavya.
Right.
Very downward fluid.
Is it? Let's chant the holy names for a few minutes. It's so nice that
We
everyone
have time.
can actually. Sorry,
At least 20 minutes.
yeah, we're happy. So we request everyone to sing as loudly as you can for the pleasure of the Lordships. If you want to go for round 2, of course you can, and come back and swing them again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jai Shri Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Jai Vrindavan Dham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare I can't hear you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Jai Shri Jivan Yatra Ki Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा कुंज बिहारी। जय श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी जी की जय, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, जय श्री झूलन यात्रा महो महोत्सव की जय, जय श्री कृष्ण बलराम जी की जय, श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, जय श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी जय, जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुब्रमण्य जय, जय श्री श्री गौर निताय जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि। Srimati Radharani is known as Aradhita. She is also known as Aradhana. That's because of her very intense devotional service to Krishna. So we should always remember that the divine couple should never be viewed from a sentimental point of view. We should always understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and Srimati Radharani is his eternal and topmost associate. She is also his energy. She is known as Radhini. She is the potency that gives happiness and joy and bliss to Krishna. There is nothing more powerful than to get the mercy of Srimati Radharani. And yet, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam says that Shukadeva Goswami took so much pains to hide the name of Radharani. And that is why Radharani is not mentioned very openly in Srimad Bhagavatam. And that is why there she is known as Aradhana and Aradhita. In other words, she is the most munificent of all gopis. And all other gopis, they are always ready to serve Srimati Radharani. And so our mood must be that we must always be ready to serve the devotees. We should never be envious of devotees. Every devotee is so special to Krishna. And every devotee has some wonderful quality. We should see the good in these qualities, learn from these qualities. And we should always understand that we have so much to learn, so much to benefit from Sadhu Sangha. Jhulan Yatra, Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, Krishna has vibhuti. Vibhuti means opulence, isn't it? Opulence. In this month, it is very humid. You're all feeling the humidity, isn't it? It's not just in here, it's outside also. It's very humid everywhere. But it is also the month when the rains have come. And when the rains come, the humidity actually arises for a while. And at that point of time, Srila Prabhupada says that the opulence of Krishna in Vrindavan is actually in the breeze. It's in the wind. That is his vibhuti in this month. He has so many opulences, untold number of opulences. But for Jhulan Yatra, the opulence is actually the wind. There now. This movement is creating wind. And that wind is Krishna. Because Srimati Radharani desired to enjoy on the swing with her friends, the gopis. And remember, she could only come and enjoy sitting on the swing only during once a year, because that was the time when she was allowed to go home to her house. Otherwise, her mother-in-law was not very open to the idea of Srimati Radharani going anywhere. She was always afraid of what she termed as that black boy, Krishna. Again, we should not mistake the transcendental pastimes of Srimati Radharani and Krishna as that of a boy and a girl, or something which is misconceived in the material world. Shastras tell us that Krishna, right, when he performed the Ras Leela, he was about 8 years old, and the gopis were between 5 and 7 years old. The older ones maybe 9, 10, but the rest of them were all very young. So Prabhupada writes in Krishna book that we must understand that the mood of the gopis was 100% pure devotion to Krishna. And therefore, when Krishna saw that Srimati Radharani wanted so much to sit on Julan, and when she came back to Vrindavan, he would find ways and means just to make sure that she would get the vibhuti of the breeze. So very often the gopis would sit with Srimati Radharani on the Julan. Prabhupada says that the Julan was meant for different combinations. Sometimes it was just Radha and Krishna. Sometimes it was Radharani and the gopis. Sometimes it was just Krishna. And sometimes it was even Balaram and the gopis. So like that, everyone had one vibhuti, the vibhuti of breeze. Because there was no breeze in Vrindavan, Radharani desired for something cooler, and Krishna provided it in the form of the breeze. Sometimes we think, that everything is coming to us as of entitlement. But we don't realize that these things are being given as of mercy. Vibhuti is actually mercy of Krishna. His opulence is his to give, not ours to demand. And so when Srimati Radharani sat on the swing, one time she would be very happy when Krishna would push her from behind, because she felt protected. When someone is pushing you from behind, you have two kinds of feelings when you're on the swing. All of you have sat on the swing, right? If you don't trust the person behind, you'll probably fall. Indulekha is laughing. Maybe some practical experience, somebody pushed her. But if you know someone is very, very protective, and like someone is there and they will know how to push you, you feel very, very joyous on the swing. Srimati Radharani had Krishna behind her, so she was feeling very protected. And one day Krishna decided that he wouldn't be so protective. So he pushed her very hard. And you all have felt that feeling, right? When you're pushed hard on a swing, if you're not careful, you'll fall off. How many of you have fallen off swings? No, thankfully. But if you have fallen off swings, it can be quite bad. So Srimati Radharani was pushed very hard by Krishna, and she was pushed very high up with the swing. And at that point of time, she chanted, Krishna, Krishna, please save me. Our acharyas say that is wonderful, because the same Krishna who pushed her is the Krishna that she turned to for protection. The devotees understand that Krishna is both the source of protection, and he's also the source of our destiny. Wherever we are going, if we surrender ourselves to Krishna in Sharanagati, then he is also in charge of our destiny. Just like Krishna, Krishna Mahabaho, Bhaktanam Abhayankaraha, Tvameko Dhayamananam Apavargosi Samshritehe. Just in the same way, that, who sang this? Arjuna, isn't it? Yeah. In the same way, he said that you instill and you award fearlessness in our hearts. In the same way, Srimati Radharani was sitting on the Julan, and she felt that even though Krishna put her in a difficult situation, he also gave her the strength. He awarded her fearlessness. And that fearlessness is not material fearlessness. Oh, I'm very strong. That is not the feeling. The fearlessness of a devotee is actually helplessness. The fearlessness of a devotee is actually helplessness. Helplessness that except for Krishna, there is no one else who can save. That is fearless. Because we are not fearful of material nature, because we are only with Krishna. This is the same mood that Devaki Mata had before she had Krishna. She was fearful of material association, yet she was fearless because she was always remembering Krishna. This is known as Achintya Veda Abheda Tattva, right? Simultaneously one and different. Yes, that is the beauty of it. So when he did that, when he pushed her, she called out to him very loudly, Krishna, please save me. And Krishna jumped on the swing. And he held Radharani very tightly so that she would not move. And in doing so, he gave her great protection. But the beauty, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, before Krishna could hold on to Radharani and protect her, Radharani held on to Krishna. He put N and sought his protection. And our acharyas say, this is the only pastime in whole Vrindavan Leela where Radharani actually embraces Krishna before Krishna tries to embrace Radharani. Everywhere else, Krishna is always protecting Radharani. But here, Radharani wants the protection of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada wrote to Jayapataka Swami Maharaj in 1969 in a letter, and he gave instructions for Julan. He said 5 days we must swing Julan. That's one. Second, the deities must be beautifully dressed. And Radha Kunja Bihari are exquisite today. Right? If Srila Prabhupada is here and he's here, he would be so happy to see this. And the third thing he said, there must be a feast. And I'm sure there's a feast. Right? And fourth thing, Prabhupada said, all devotees, right, should loudly chant the holy names of the Lord and swing their lordships. Jai Julan Yatra Ki Jai. What do we do now, Golden Prabhu? Prasadam. We have to fulfill one of the requirements of the Lord. So we invite everyone to have prasadam, and thank you very much for joining us today. And we see you again now if you're not moving around for other Julan programs, then please come together for Krishna Balaram, Balaram Jayanti, right? The blessed appearance of Lord Balaram on Thursday, which is the last day of Julan also. We have His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu speaking. We have Abhishek of their Lordship Krishna Balaram. And then after that we will do Julan. After Julan we will have more Kirtan and then Arati. And then after that, right, there will be the wonderful pastime of Pralambasura being killed by Balaram. And if you think, what is that all about? Then that's the reason why you have to come and enjoy that wonderful festivity. And the good news is, by Krishna's arrangement, Friday is actually a public holiday. See? Government does one thing, Krishna plans another. And so nobody will feel like, oh, now, tomorrow we have to go back to school, we have to go back to work. It's a holiday. So you can come for Balaram Jayanti peacefully, thinking that tomorrow morning I don't have to wake up and feel depressed. You'll be very happy in the morning, right? So come and sing and dance and remember the pastime of Lord Balaram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.